Good evening. Welcome to BIBSTER'S Garage. Project 60. Wasn't there sheet metal here before? No, it's no big deal. Just running. I got a pointer on now. Just running help wire. I know it's not factory, but I like to put help wire on. Replace all these grommets. On everything. Just makes it nice. This tractor's gonna probably sit a lot, so got that all wrapped up in there. Last thing, I still got to do I got to come with a new strap for the battery. It's better now because I put on the, when I bought it, there was this board under here. And it's actually perfect because before I put that strap on, the board's tall enough where the drive shaft is right here on these. So the battery, if it were to catastrophically bad times and fall over, it can't hit the drive shaft. So that's good until I get that strap on, until I get that, some kind of a new battery strap for that. Which I'm not, like I said, it's not going to really move that much. The other thing I need to replace found is this oil line. Oh, I was looking at the pointer. Something's kind of goobered up. I noticed when you watched the video last night, oil pressure looked a little low, but I think it's because right after this, whatever this goober is on this oil line, there's a kink right there. So I'll replace this oil line. But for the kicks and giggles, I'm getting my sheet metal all tightened up here, which this is that side that was didn't really want to tighten up. So hopefully those threads aren't screwed up because this thing seems to be spinning. There's tightening up now. That's good. That's a fun noise. But we'll get this all tightened up, and then we'll get the other side on. And then I'm actually gonna hang the rest of the sheet metal tonight because I want to, and it's about time. Like I said, this thing, we almost were gonna get rid of this tractor today, swap it out with my 70, but we were thinking that I've been working on it for the last couple of days in my truck, and being Sunday and church and stuff, we weren't gonna have time to really do it, so I'm just gonna get the sheet metal back on it for now. We still are waiting on Dad. Took my, or it's just really his, because it's his tractor, but his pre-air filter to clean, so I'm still waiting on this aspect right here, and then put new hose from here to here. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much, we're on the wrap-up. This thing's about done. Hopefully it's going to be kind of a warm day hopefully for one day next weekend it's kind of warm. So I want to drop it down. I want to pressure wash this thing off, but we'll see. So I'll keep working. I'll bring you right back. All right, last thing I forgot to do, I drove it. Oop, bumped you there. Was tighten up the axle that's here. We tried to get this thing to move, and it just wasn't happening. So we'll we'll take it back out to the farm, and we'll play with that later on. It's not as priority as the other thing actually running. I'm also still got to drop the oil on it. Go get a filter this week for it. Change the oil out, get that all swapped, and that probably is not going to be too exciting to see. Like I said, that sheet metal's on its way. I jumped there again. Sorry about that. That sheet metal is going to be on its way. I'm really excited about that for that 70. But we'll find out how. Like I said, I think I'm going to bring the big tire one first. That'll be the one that gets the sheet metal. And then we will go from there. Under here too, I'm looking on that crack on the other side. Yeah, you can definitely tell this was painted, but not on the bottom side, because the bottom here is not too much paint. So I think it just sat for a long time after it got painted and never did anything. So we're going to leave this one pretty much original. Eventually I'll replace these axle seals. They're leaking. They got a little leak to them, but nothing too crazy. Probably wait till if I get this hose to move, maybe I'll do it then. But the fact that I've already had these wheels off once, and that was not fun. But yeah, so we'll get another tractor here. We still got to build a bunch of stuff, or do a bunch of work on the Super, which we came up with a name for the Super 88. I'm pretty excited about this. I got to find somebody. Once I find sheet metal for it that's rough, I'm gonna get a guy that does pinstriping or some kind of a logo. But I want to put on, we're gonna call it Not My Grandpa's Tractor. Because, not my grandpa's tractor. Somebody's grandpa's tractor. Because I came up with this idea. Well, you guys were talking, I talked on the video a couple weeks ago about how this wasn't my grandpa's tractor, but it was somebody's grandpa's tractor. Then I come and find out that I think my brother-in-law, he thinks his grandpa had a 62. He's not sure. But they had sold it before he was around. But he was pretty sure they had a 60. So it kind of fits there. Yeah, I hooked the wiring up for the lights, but I don't know why I did, because that wiring's all shot too, so I need to fix all that. Rerun the wiring for that. That'll be fun. But yeah, we'll take you around. So I got the sheet metal on it now. Boo, 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 boo. Speaking of our grandpa's tractor and toys, that crescent wrench I was just using was one of the tools I got from my great-grandpa. From my great-grandpa Whiteman, his old Craftsman adjustable wrench. That's all it's gonna need. But yeah, so we finally got the sheet metal back on it. All its glory. Pretty clean old tractor. I mean, really straight. I mean, look at that. That sheet metal's really not too bad. If we were gonna restore, we're not going to, but yep, just gotta get the stack figured out. A couple other little things I've been finding out on it is last night, I don't know if you know the drive, kept on to reach over, but it looks like that's tightened up all the way, so I might have to figure something out there. But yeah, pretty clean. I'll bring you down to this. Let's look at this crack here. You can see we're starting to weep through there. So this is going to be a problem. So we have that part 60 because that crack goes. It goes pretty far. Let me see if I grab a wire brush for that. Where's my wire brush? Wire brush for me. But yeah, so that's kind of disappointing. Actually, let's get a little piece of Strasbourg, a little piece of sandpaper there. We can kind of sand away and get a good look at that here. I kind of covered it up, didn't I? It looks like, I'm gonna get down here a little closer here. Looks like it kind of goes right there. That cleans it up enough to see. And it's not a lot, it's just a little hairline there, but it's definitely weeping. I'm trying to find where the end of it's at. Okay, so we got that other one that we could put on. So it looks like it comes down to here, but so that's kind of disappointing. In the what do you do? It's cast. You can't really, nothing you can do. So we have that other axle shaft. But what we're thinking about doing, my brother-in-law were talking about yesterday, is building a bracket that goes, back here, that would go from this hole here down to here, like a flat stock, in a way that it would basically get both of these come down. Chop down here, then twist, and then come over. So if this ever did break, it wouldn't just snap off, because that would be bad. But it looks like it's coming down in through here, almost down to here. Looks like I kind of feel it. But, so, we'll figure that out. I don't know if we're going to do that this winter, just because the life this thing's going to have for the next couple of years. But I'm probably going to just clean it all up and kind of put some of a mark on there so I can kind of watch it and keep an eye on it. But that'll be that. So, yeah. That'll be kind of part. Let's see, I don't know if you guys can actually see this. Let's bring you in real close here. You can kind of see it. Just right there. That's the crack. Like I said, it's not much at all, just leaking a little bit. We didn't even notice it till it was sitting in here. It's never dripped, it just kind of collects there. You can almost see it as we sit there. But yeah, so that's gonna be kind of fun. But we'll take care of it. And everything else done, all the wires done. I might have to angle my exhaust pipe so it comes up a little better and get it better. Actually put a pipe on it. Not just a muffler, but other than that, it's all pretty good. Let's get another good view around this. If you guys remember, bought this a couple months ago and have slowly been restoring it. Not restoring it, but just getting it running, put the carburetor on, starter, radiator, all new wiring, intake manifold gaskets, fuel tank line, sediment bowl, battery. Yeah, there's a lot of little piddly stuff. Nothing major, but just a lot of the little stuff. But it is pretty much ready to go out the door. Like I said, I'm probably going to pressure wash it off, and then the plan is the 70 will come in, but I might end up putting the 70 over there because I want to pull my next project. I think is going to be pulling the hydraulics out of that tractor to make it ready to pull next year. So that's where I'll wrap this one up. Kind of just a quick and dirty overview of the 60. I also need to clean the crap out of this garage because it's absolutely filthy. But yeah, we'll let you go. Have a great one. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow night. Never mind, I wasn't done yet. Can't leave well enough alone. So I was looking, and I remembered that I had the new shift boot when I bought this thing. The shift boot's crap, which that's kind of disgusting. And so I decided, oh man, I should try to put that shift boot on real quick. Well, of course, I couldn't get the shifter off, so broke the shifter, which was already all cracked. So broke that out. Have to get any one of those, but hey, get rid of this old junky thing. I really should try and, because that's pretty nasty down in there. Let me see if I can get a pick or something to clean that up. Oh, this will work. Let's get the major stuff. Once I get the new, get that out of there. So I get the solid, the chunks you could weigh on them, the measurable stuff. Anyway, once I get that new shift boot on there, won't be so bad to do. Grab that, get the shift boot. Slide that on there. I think, if I remember right, these things just kind of, if I remember right, as if BIBSTER'S done this before. I've not. Go. There we go. Come on. Come on. Hang on a second. Let me, this is real pleasant. There's like a, oh, I see. It's all this. This is all built up and nasty. We're supposed to ride on. Clean that all up. There we go. All right, well, I'll get that hooked up on there, and then we'll have I'll have to order a shifter for it, but might have one at the farm too. So, all right, we'll be back, and tomorrow night, thought you'd like this little extra coverage of BIBSTER. Can't walk out the door without finishing something. All right, see you guys tomorrow.